We, the class of 2012, would like to thank all of the administrators, coaches, teachers, and parents of University Christian School who have touched our lives. But I want to say special thanks to Mr. Singh for not confusing me with Ken Hart this year. My friends, thank you for always being there. Plus, of course, there's a dispute of $5 or so. Sorry, that was the mic, that wasn't me. And Subway, I can't stress this enough. Subway, thank you for always being there. We have had many great memories, such as our chemistry experiments at the Pieces House, which did not involve making bombs, and our road trips to Natchez for South State. We learned many lessons, such as never have TJ and CA sit on the same couch in the RV, and also never start a bonfire at Windsor Ruins. And contrary to popular belief, I do not kick babies. What happens in Natchez stays in Natchez. Dr. Seuss said, "Don't cry when it's over, smile because it happened." When I read this quotation and added it to my speech, I felt kind of selfish to think I cry standing before you all. When I look back at the memories that we've shared these past 8 years, I should be smiling for the rest of the summer. Maybe even longer if I did have to go to college at the end of it. For the record, I am going to college. Sorry if you lost that bet. These should not be the best 12 years of your life. That is the pain I would not wish upon my worst enemies. If sleeping in Miss Capron's class, reading countless novels, and crossing Coach Hannah's path on a bad day are the best years of your life, you've done something wrong. Live out your dreams because you don't know how many you have left. But all joking aside, we will leave here tonight and go our separate ways and begin our individual journeys and search for God's plan for our lives. Maybe God's plan is for you to shine a light in the darkness of your home, your college, your job, or your neighborhood. In Matthew 5:14-16, you are the light of the world. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. Sometimes it's easier to glorify God than other times. In the halls of UCS, we were surrounded by others who were also shining their light to glorify God. But outside those protective walls, it becomes more challenging. Whether it's on a college campus, on a playing field, or at your job, you will be faced with people who do not share your beliefs. You will have to interact with students, professors, and bosses who have different values. That's when the rubber hits the road and you will have to decide, will I stand with God or will I follow the crowd? They may be telling you that it's only right to let people live their lives the way they want. They will say it's okay to abort the unborn. They'll say it's okay for it to be Adam and Steve instead of Adam and Eve. They'll say it's okay to overtax the rich to provide for everyone else. They'll say it's okay to get a little drunk. They'll say it's okay to take a few drugs. And they'll say everyone deserves the same rewards and grades, no matter how much effort they contribute. Matthew 5:10. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. You may have to sacrifice a letter grade on an essay to maintain your dedication to your value system and your commitment to God. You may be mistreated for your beliefs and actions. Always remember, you are running a good race. You must lead yourself before you can lead others. People follow leaders because they see a life they believe you can trust, that they can trust, and someone that they want to imitate. Once we surrender both to God's discipline and our own, we produce a life worth following. God could be calling you to be a leader. God filled you with gifts and talents that make all things possible. God planned a wonderful and special purpose for your life long before you were born. Maybe that plan is for you to lead your school, no matter if you're in junior high, high school, or like this group in front of me, headed to college. Hebrews 12:1. Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a huge crowd of witnesses of life of faith, let us strip off every weight that slows us down, especially the sin that so easily trips us up, and let us run with endurance the race God has set before us. In 1 Corinthians, Paul challenges his readers to run the race of Christian life with focus, train hard, compete with passion, and fight with purpose. We must run or play or work with purpose, passion, and persistence. It is our turn to run the race and watch for pitfalls. We must lay aside every encumbrance that would block us from finishing well. Jesus ran the race of his Father. He endured far more hardships than we will ever face. He withstood difficulties by focusing on the rewards. We must follow his example. In conclusion, these have been some of the best years of my life. 8 years ago, when I came to UCS, I learned the following verse, which has led us through our school days and will represent University Christian School to us. Come next fall, it will still be the UCS Flames to the class of 2012. Ezekiel 20:47, the blazing flame shall not be quenched.